Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Well, all I hear all day long at school is how great Marcia is at this or how wonderful Marcia did that. Marcia, Marcia, Marcia.
Pizza! Pizza, pizza, going Tommy, me so hungry, me so hungry.
It is the Al Travis Show, and we've got Life with Katie. I generally really enjoy this until I saw you today, Katie, and now I'm really ticked off. And you've heard the term like your work husband or your work wife, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Now I got a lot of people come to the show, but if you were quote unquote my work wife, you're very much like her today. And it's kind of teeing me off.
What?
Well, 2 weeks in a row. I'm almost sure it was 2 weeks, maybe three. I've mentioned, I like the new hairstyle. You were letting it go frizzy or something. Oh, thank you, Al. Thank you. Oh, yes. And we discussed it. As much as I ever want to talk about hairstyle. It's not a thing for me, but I noticed it. So you come on today and back to the old hairstyle. It's like, oh, Al liked it. It must be bad. I must to change.
I know. Well, I thought about that this morning and I laughed to myself when I was getting ready because I thought he's going to say, man, you know what? I complimented you, so you changed it. A typical woman. And
you called a typical woman, but the number of times in my life of being married for 30 years, my wife would come out, what do you think of this dress or these slacks? Or, I like those very, very much. And then you'd go to get ready to leave. Then she'll come down 5 minutes later and have something else on. I said, what? Oh, I just decided. And it's like, what? Don't ask.
Right.
Don't ask. But these things happen. It's fine. But I told you how much I like your haircut, so you changed it. Why do you hate me so?
Well, it's only half an hour show, Al. Well, here's the scoop. The only time I can wear my hair like that is on mornings when I wash my hair because I blow it dry and it's naturally curly like that. So I have to blow it dry curly. So this is a signal that I did not wash my hair today. And I just
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, this has got to be such a chick thing. Because, and I talk about my family, and I probably shouldn't. My daughter-in-law will come over, and I don't notice it when she, first time they stayed over or something. She didn't wash her hair one morning. I said, "Wow, you sure dried her?" No, I don't wash my hair every day, and I'm dumbfounded. Now I raise boys, and maybe they got this from me. I shower once or twice a day. I don't remember the last time I did not shower in a day at least once. What I mean by that, if I go out and work in the garage, I can come clean up. So I shower every morning when I get up. It wakes me up. And then there might be another one if I golf, smoke a cigar. How? How is it you don't wash your hair every day? Do you? Okay, too much. Do you shower every day?
Usually. There might be a day that I skip a shower, but whether I take a shower or not has little or nothing to do with whether or not I wash my hair.
See, but that doesn't make sense because in most showers, the water's up here going from the head and then going down the body. So your hair is getting washed. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a shower. You wear a shower cap. Don't be 60 and tell me you got one of them plastic granny shower caps. Do you?
No, I put my hair up in a ponytail. And unfortunately, I don't have a rain shower head that's straight over me. It comes at me at an
angle. So you
angle.
purposely don't get it wet. You're in there anyway. Why are you not washing it? You're there. And it's not like
Because it's
extra
not
time.
Oh my goodness, how did you get to be 60 years old without knowing this fact? It's not good for your hair to wash it every day because the oils and whatnot are good for it. Well, here's the other thing. If I wash my hair, then I have to blow it dry. And so that means putting a bunch of extra product in it. The heat of the dryer dries my hair out. It's good for it to go a day or two, let the oils on your scalp get to your roots. And then, it's good
The oil in there's two things. First off, ask anybody in the hair shampoo business. They'll tell you every day is what you must do at least. They will tell you that because they don't make things to harm you. That's wrong.
Right. And Kellogg's tells you to eat breakfast cereal and Budweiser thinks you should drink beer. So I've got a news flash for you. Just because the company tells you that you should do it does not necessarily make it correct. And I will say that since I've been wearing my hair up in ponytails more over the summer and I've been, which means I'm washing my hair less and flat ironing it less. When I went and got my hair cut and colored the other day, the gal that does my hair, Heidi, she's like, "Man, your hair is so healthy. I can tell that you're not."
See, but these are all terms
Every
that
day, I'm like, "Correct, I am not." And she's like, "Good job."
no one's hair is healthy in that it's dead skin particles. This is there's nothing growing here. It gets longer as your body pushes out more dead cells out of your head. This is the idea that you might have it perfectly so it doesn't frizz up because it's dry. I get that, but there's no healthy dead hair on your head.
Well, it's like you see people with my daughter's hair is beautiful because she's got really long hair, but she only washes her hair maybe twice a week, and then she lets it air dry, and her hair is shiny and oh, it's really pretty because she doesn't do a lot of crazy stuff to it.
Okay. Well, you completely got past. So I ask you twice. I tell you twice how much I like your hair, and you changed it. See, as a woman, you just got us off on other stuff like.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I don't understand you all, but the thing I wanted to talk about today before I noticed your hair, and that's just by the way, if a guy notices something like this is a complete sexist comment, but it's true 100% of the time. Should a guy notice that stuff, that really is quite a compliment.
Yeah.
I don't notice hair for the most. This is not a first look thing for me. I would, I know because you're sitting here, but if somebody's asked me a week from now, hey, what color is Katie's hair? And I'd have to, I don't think it's blonde. Maybe not red. I'm just telling you, a guy, if he noticed something like your shirt, I'm going to tell my wife, yeah, that's a nice outfit. And then you go change. These things make no sense to me. This is always a compliment. That's all I'm saying.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And yes, I have been complimented on my hair curly, and so I'm going to be doing it more today. I just didn't have time. Okay.
Well, and back to the compliment for the guys. That's if it's a guy who wants nothing. Emily married him in a house. A guy who's trying to date you will go out of his way to notice that stuff, so he makes sure it's a whole part of the game. He will. Yeah. I'm telling you, like say, if my wife, I notice she gets her hair done, she appreciates it because it's not a thing for me, and I'm not trying to get it. Hey, your hair looks really nice. It's a compliment, is all I'm saying. Guys that isn't our thing, so let it go. Now that comes into my story I want to talk about today. Okay. Article in The Guardian, and it's men seem to make life for women worse. Single U.S. women sharing their woes of dating in 2025, and I read through this article, and we were chatting about it with Heather Dugan, and it almost it ticked me off in that one of the gals, many men don't want to date someone who's more educated or makes more money than them. Like, okay, that's something horrible. And what I mean by that is you should not date somebody because they make more money than you. But if you had two Katies, right, back to back, exact same Katie. Sometimes she washes her hair, sometimes she doesn't. Dress the same.
It's curly,
you got two Katies, but one will make much more money than me and is much higher educated, and the other one, I might make more, or I might. The education thing doesn't bother me, but I don't feel looked down upon as far as education. Which one would I choose? Instinctively, sexist comment. A man wants to be the provider. Instinctively, that's who we are. We want to be the go get the hunt the bears and the lions. That's who we are. So to say I can't handle a guy who can't handle me making more money, it's in a different position when you're both getting out of college at 23, associate's degree in this and a bachelor's degree, and we're all going to go off. You get married, and then maybe the wife makes more. Goes ahead. That's two of you working together. I think. When you get to a point, I can see a man's issue with that bare gut instinct that says everything else the same. I would like to be the provider in the family. It's instinctive for us. And I think in this article, and I know you haven't read it, I don't think they look at it that way, that there's just an innate thing that guys just really want that. Doesn't make the left Katie worse than the right Katie all the same. It's just if the preference was there, I think most guys would want to be the breadwinner. Is that...
I can see that. And if you saw two pictures of me, one with straight hair and one with curly hair, and you said which one is more successful and makes more money, do you think it would be the gal with the curly hair or the gal with the straight hair?
Okay, I see. This is Rorschach test. Curly hair makes more money. Straight haired gal, more fun.
Really? I would think the opposite. That's so interesting. Why would the straight-haired gal be more fun?
Because it looks like you just bounced out of the shower, combed her down, and ran off. I get you have to. You had. Why? What do I know? I mean, hair falls down.
That's so funny because it's the opposite.
See, okay, but the look is, oh, she got out of the shower. She's running off. She's fun time. Charlie put a baseball cap on her, hit second base. Let's play softball. The other one looks like you have to curl it up and dial it in, and you took a lot of work to get right for the office. I'm sorry. What I know about hair is lame.
The curly hair is fast and easy, and this takes more. This is not. This doesn't take a whole lot of work, obviously, but it's more work than the other way. So I know it's interesting. No, I would think I could see where men would be, because especially our age, maybe not so much younger, but men our age were kind of raised to protect and take care. So I can see where that would be important to them, and I can, and I would say, who doesn't want to be. As I say, who doesn't want to be cared for? I know there are plenty of women who are like, I don't need to be cared for. I'm the gal who likes to have my car door open. If we're out and you buy me dinner, I think that's lovely. Do you have to buy me dinner? And am I capable of opening the door myself? Obviously, yes, I can. But it's nice and lovely, and it makes women feel good, or it makes me, and I would say the women I know, feel good to have a man treat you well.
We got to go to break. Taylor Swift, bring that up when we get it back on the break. Because even if I were to date Taylor Swift, right, all the money she could ever want, yada, yada, I would not invite her to any place that she could afford that I couldn't, right? Hey, you want to go out to dinner? Yes, great. I'd take her to someplace that I could afford. She's like, hey, we could go here. No, I'm offering. This is what I want to do. The disparity can be weird, and we'll talk about it on the other side. I think this is fascinating. Katie, with kind of semi-straight hair today. More after this.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
Do you have a closet full of old videos, photos, slides, or films? Regain that space and preserve those memories for future generations. Visit archivinglifemedia.com or call 952-829-8018. See how safe and simple it is to digitize all your media. Gain peace of mind knowing that all those important memories will be saved and can be seen and shared again. Do it today. Check out archivinglifemedia.com or give them a call, 952-829-8018.
Are you kidding me?
You know that comment you said to the radio? The thing that we got wrong?
Clearly, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 855-257-7469. That's 855-ALS SHOW.
So we're talking about, with Life with Katie, men being a drag on women in 2025. Here's Susan from The Guardian. 40 years old, social worker, Ohio, said she's in a long-term boyfriend's economic situation has become a permanent obstacle for marriage. He wants to be working full-time with a decent wage before getting married and having a family. He hasn't managed that, so we haven't moved to the next step. I'm still hoping marriage will happen, but have mostly given up on any change. The idea of breaking up and trying to find someone else seems pretty hopeless at this age, so I've resigned myself to never having kids. Couple things. You're dating a 40-year-old man. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
What? It's a couple of things here. Guy's 40 years old, you're dating, I don't care, and he can't find himself a full-time job yet. Get off the horse, baby. You need to move on. This guy's not it. And then on the other hand, what is her problem to be 40, knowing what she wants? She wants to be married and kids, but because knothead over here won't get a job, well, I guess I'm out of kids. Really? Then this woman has no self-esteem either. These are two people that are probably meant for each other. Wrong? Yeah.
No, I would agree. And you know what? But I get where she's coming from, where she's like, man, starting all over again sounds like so much work. But here's the other part of it. It's like, madam, you're the author of your own story. You've got to, you're not a character in the play. You are the play. So get out there and make your life happen.
Well, and again, I think it's a need thing. Back to my Taylor Swift thing before we went to break. Taylor Swift and I, or even this Kelsey guy who she is dating or getting married to, he was never going to make as much money as she's got, right? So there's obviously no way. I mean, who's Taylor Swift going to date that has the extra money that could be the provider for? What do you see? How many millions you need, right? So that isn't there. So there has to be something else that he feels needed that she conveys to him, right? You mentioned opening the doors or buying dinner. At our age, I would presume Katie's doing well on her own. She doesn't need me to buy her dinner, but I'd like to do that. Back to buying what I can afford. And I keep taking you out to Mickey D's because that's all I got. You'll probably catch on that Al may not be a great provider, but every now and again I take you to a nice place. I would never ask you what your income is because hopefully that relationship, there's some need in there without, right? You know what I'm saying here? A guy has to feel needed. I tell you this, years of telling us that men are toxic if they're masculine has ruined things. That opening the door you brought up earlier, that was a given. I taught my boy, you open the door. That was a given back in the day, and now it's like some people, you don't know if you're going to offend somebody by doing it. It's like, offend them? How? Because I can open the door myself. We've put guys, I think, today, now maybe not our age, but younger kids in a spot where they can't win.
I think it would be really hard to be a man dating. Being a gal, no big treat, but it would be very confusing, because you wouldn't know who to be if you're supposed to be masculine,
macho man, or the
personally I like.
Yeah.
I like a guy who's
Yeah, okay. And again, masculine men, and there's a difference in spectrum. I get that, and what you like. But we've done a lot of damage. I think these ladies that are feeling this are doing that because they accept a lot, right? This gal, 40 years old, and lets him not get a full-time job and just hanging around. She should have, the moment she realized this guy wasn't applying for jobs on a regular, sayonara, have a good one. That would have helped her. It would have helped him, because at some point he's like, man, people don't like me when I sit around on the couch and take care of me. You know, I think we're not helping ourselves out by accepting less than a certain standard.
No, I would agree with you, because I would think when she's 45, say they get married and don't have kids, when she's 45, she's going to resent the fact that she doesn't have kids and she always wanted one. And guess what? Charlie probably still's not going to have a job, or he'll have a job and he'll do
the minimal,
put a little bit of half effort into it. And you know what? So she's always going to be disappointed in him. On the other hand, if Charlie doesn't really care about having kids and Charlie doesn't really care about having a career, he shouldn't be forced to have one because she wants him to. So if he does all the things she wants just to try and please her, he's going to regret it too. And you know what? And that's why divorce care is full.
Not to promote it because they're not a sponsor here, but just in case. All right, we got to fly. I'm out of time. Love having you on, Katie. I don't care what kind of hair you had. Love you.
Oh, thanks, Al.
Katie, Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show.